Today I'm at the Paris Mountain State Park in South Carolina. We're walking the Sulphur Springs Trail. According to all trails, the Sulphur Springs trail heads in a different location, but the park is very busy today. So I'm at another location that starts the Sulphur Springs. It's about a half a mile to get to the actual trail. I'm not sure how far I'll get today. So we're gonna walk this, I think it's a 5.8 mile. Original trail is like 5.8. So let me double check and let's get started on this trail today. Like I said, it's a very busy trail today. There's a sign for the trail. There's also a sign over here. It talks about the archery. I'll take a picture of the sign and I'll put it up where you can get a better shot of it. That's the Sulphur Springs Trail. It's got white markings on the tree. So let me take a picture of this this sign and we'll get started. All right, I'm starting out on the trail. As you can see, the trail looks like a well-traveled trail. It's got white markings on the tree. So like I said, I talked to a gentleman earlier. He said it looks like it's about a half a mile get down to the actual Sulphur Springs Trail. Let me take a picture on the all trails and show you where I'm at. So welcome back to my channel. My name is Daniel, and on this channel I like to go hiking. I also like to go backpacking. So if you like hiking, backpacking, exploring historical places, well, this is the channel for you. And if you're new here, thank you for coming along with me today. Like I said, we're on the Sulphur Springs Trail. I'm not sure where the spring is at. Talked to a couple people. They say it's here somewhere. So we're going up in elevation. It's a highly traveled trail. Say it's a lot of people out here today. I had to wait a couple minutes before I could get started because the trail's real busy. It's an actual 5.3 miles once you get to the actual Sulphur Springs. Not sure how far this little connector trail is. But since there's a lot of people out here, I'll probably have to start and stop the video several times. So let's continue on up the trail. Let me get a shot of the trail. I think I'm calling this a moderate trail. I'm not sure. Wish I could have parked closer to the trailhead. Yeah, I'm not looking for a rough trail to hike today. The one I did the other day at the Croft Park in South Carolina. Ooh, I did a couple of rough trails. A lot of trees down. Hadn't been for the all trails map. I think I'd have gotten lost out there. All Trails doesn't sponsor me, but I tell you, they were a lifesaver. Give you another shot of the destruction that was out here. I want to show you the trail's marked. They left that tree standing. It's marked with the white mark. So, heading up the trail now. I had to stop the video again. Someone else was coming down the trail. Still going uphill. Now, I looked at the map yesterday. It said an elevation of 750 feet. It's a couple of hilltops, but this actual trail doesn't go to any of the hilltops. It goes around them. Well, continuing on, stopped to talk to two ladies that were really nice, and they actually helped me out because I was confused at the beginning about the trail. So they got me on the right trail now. I just took a screenshot of the all trails, so gave me some pointers. So we'll continue walking the trail. I'm going uphill. Told me about a lake and possibly a little waterfall that I might be able to find. So shout out to the two ladies that helped me out. Well, let's keep going, see what we can find. According to the All Trails map, this trail is actually 4 mile. So it's a little bit shorter than the other one, since I'm getting a late start out here because it's really crowded. I'll get back with you later. Still going uphill. I did ask them about the Sulphur Springs. She said down at the other parking area there's a sign about the spring. I'm not sure if the spring is there. Maybe later on when it's not crowded, when I'm finished, I'll see if I can find the that area that they're talking about. Get some video and some pictures of the spring. It's a pretty nice day out. It was 51 degrees when I first started. It's supposed to get up over 60 today. So, nice warm day. Maybe that's why there's a lot of people out here hiking. Let me turn this around and show you this hilltop behind me. There's a hilltop there. That's why we're going up. I know, according to the map, get almost to the hilltop and then the trail turns left. It looks like it loops around. I forgot to check the difficulty of this trail. They said it wasn't too difficult. Told them about my my last video of the Croft Park on those 3 trails. I'm gonna put that video up at the end and go back and watch that one. I walked almost 9 miles for those trails. The hardest part was the fact the trees were down. Had to crawl over the top of trees, under trees. Had to go around the trees to get off the trail. Got back on the trail. So I said, I'll put a link for that video at the end of this one. You can go back and watch that one. Yeah, I just took a screenshot. The hill is on the right side. He had to stop the video again. Another couple came through. They're going downhill. I'm going uphill. They said once you start downhill and you get down by the lake, it's said it was pretty slippery down there. What I was saying is, according to the map, the hilltop is over here to my right, and we're just following the hilltop. When I said I was going to make a left, that's when I was going to go on the other trail that took me around the lake. Might have to come back and do that one on another day while I get closer to the trailhead. I'm going to continue on because once you reach the top of this hill, we're just going to come back down around. Like I said, it's only a 4-mile trail. Another marking for the trail. You can see we're going uphill. Yeah, speaking to a gentleman that he was actually in front of me. I could see him as we were winding around the trail. I just passed him. He's coming back down. I said something about him turning around. You know, he's about halfway. He goes, "It's easier than going the other way." He said it's muddy and downhill. So we'll find out when I get there. Coming down to a crossroads. Looks like that way's closed. I'm gonna check the map, and it's wanting us to go down that way. I know it's kind of hard to see with the sunlight behind me. Not sure why that one's closed off. So let me take some pictures and then check out the map. Coming down to the other parking lot area that I saw this morning. Had to wind my way up the mountain, and all the parking spots are full. Yeah, here's the Brissy Ridge Trail. This is the parking lot. We're coming up to another sign. Just need to follow the sign. There's a lot of people out here, so I keep stopping and waiting. Sign for the park hours. Sign about Paris Mountain. Yeah, a lot of people out here today. I'll get a picture of this and I'll put it up. Talks about trailside campers must register. There's the other loop for that Brissy Ridge Trail. I'm gonna be going up that way, Sulphur Springs, and coming around. So let me get a picture of this and get out of here because there's some people coming up behind me. There's a lot of people out here today. I've never seen a trail this busy. I've been on greenways this busy, but I've never been on a trail in a state park that's been this busy. We're going to continue on. Looks like we're going back uphill again. See how far it takes us. Not quite 12 o'clock yet. See a shot of how high we are up on the side of this mountain. Climbing up. Trying to catch that bird right there. Look like a big crow. I'm not sure if I'm climbing Paris Mountain right now. I gotta look at the map again. Like I said, we are going uphill. Get a shot of this trail. It's been rocky like this since I started this leg of the trail. I hear water running. I heard there was a falls over here. So let's see if we can find it. I just ran into another couple out on the trail, and they were giving me some information. I believe she said she works at the visitor center. So they gave me some information about the trail. Let me turn the camera around. She said this This park is always busy. It's got 3 towns surrounding it. I should have mentioned it earlier, but I do have a Facebook page. It's called Hiking to Retirement. So go on there, post your videos, stories, pictures. You know, tell your stories about your adventures, what you saw, maybe some likes or dislikes, pros and cons about trails that you've been on, some parks. Maybe you've just walked some greenways. Or maybe you went out on a cruise on a ship. That's an adventure. Go ahead and post those photos. Tell your story. It's called Hiking to Retirement, and I'll leave the link to the Facebook page down in the description. So I've only walked about 1.5 miles so far. It's a 4-mile hike. So I still have some ground to cover. So pretty much not quite on the top of this mountain. Just below the top of the mountain. We're just skirting along here. But I was told there is a waterfall over here. And when it starts to go downhill, it's a little muddy. And they said somewhat steep. They are not allowing bike riding out here right now, no mountain bikes, because the trail's wet from the rain that we just got. And also there are no mountain bikes on these trails on Saturday. So if you want to come out here on the weekend and not worry about the bikes running you over, come on out on Saturday, but get here early. There isn't a whole lot of parking. So just continue on. Show you what it looks like when I get at the end of the mountain. Still going uphill. Well, there's a sign up here. There's a couple of signs. They pretty much say the same thing. Fire Tower Trail. We're not doing that one today, but there's people coming down the Fire Tower Trail. We're going to go down Sulphur Springs. Starting to go downhill. Just talking to some hikers that came down from the fire tower. They said this is a better trail, which is the one I'm on anyways, the Sulphur Springs. Said there's a waterfall down here. It's a much better trail than going up the fire tower. Tower's not there. It's like it's old burned out foundation that's left. So I'm going to continue on down this trail. Let me take a picture of the all trails and show you where I'm at. Almost walked 2.5 miles. They said this one was a little bit more rocky. It's got a lot of tree roots. Definitely isn't a easy trail. Sign back there said no bikes or anything on this trail, but look at that. You zoom in just a little bit, you get a better shot of what it looks like coming down. Keep on going. It's a white marker on the tree. That's the marker that marks the Sulphur Springs. I hear the water, so we're getting closer. All right, there's a path going down to the waterfall. I heard the water. I'm just looking for a way to get down here. A little narrow path. Here we go. Let me get a little bit closer. Yeah, it just came from up there. I know you can hear the water running behind me. I'm gonna be going down the steps here. I just wanted to show you the water. Let me get a little bit closer. I want to get some better video once I get on the other side, because we actually cross this creek. All right, coming down closer to the water. Get a better shot here. I saw it on the map where we were going to come down closer to the water. Looks like there's another waterfall down there, but I don't know if I could get to it. Let's climb up over here, get on top of this rock. Get a shot from the other side. You zoom in a little bit. Not sure if this is the only spot, or this is the waterfall they were telling me about. It looked like it's running pretty good. We had a lot of rain last night. A bunch of thunderstorms came through. Had some tornado warnings. Let me get back up on the trail and see what else we could find. Trail's up that way. Now be careful with my footing coming out of here. I heard the water, I just didn't know how to get down to it. Came from that direction, going down in this direction. Let me see if there's another spot we can get to. I'm gonna check the map and get the name of this creek. I can't zoom in far enough on the All Trails map to actually get the name of the creek. So when I edit this video, I'll see if I can get the name of the creek, or maybe I can talk to somebody who's on the trail and get the name, and I'll put the name up on the screen. But this is downhill, so it's a lot of rocks, a lot of tree roots. This trail's supposed to go closer to the creek. I think it might even cross the creek or run real close to it. Another waterfall. Don't know if I can get to it. All right, coming down closer to the water. Get a better shot here. I saw it on the map where we were going to come down closer to the water. Looks like there's another waterfall down there, but I don't know if I could get to it. Let's climb up over here, get on top of this rock. Get a shot from the other side. You zoom in a little bit. Yeah, it just came from up there. I know you can hear the water running behind me. I'm gonna be going down the steps here. I just wanted to show you the water. Let me get a little bit closer. I want to get some better video once I get on the other side, because we actually crossed this creek. I've come down on the rocks a little bit ways from where I was at. I was just up there. And there's the stairs that I came down. I'm zooming in a little bit. It's all wet in here. Trail goes up that way. Wanted to give you a shot. The water flowing. I gotta cross over right here and go up that way. Trying not to get my boots wet. Even though I just bought these boots and they say they're waterproof, I'm not ready to test them out yet. As you can see, they're going up. These rocks are pretty wet. All this ground is wet. Everything is, water's coming out, seeping all the way down. So we're going back this way. It's a pretty rugged trail, but should be able to get it done in no time. Here is another area where I can show you where the water's running down. Let me get a better angle. There's a tree in the way, but you see the water coming down. It's flowing pretty good. Definitely going downhill now. I don't know if it's going to be faster or slower going downhill. Let me see if I can get a closer shot of the water over here. Another shot of the water. It's downhill pretty quick. Zoom in a little bit. Heading down the trail still. Talking to a couple people on the trail, trying to get some information. Still can't find anybody that knows the name of the creek. But coming down to a lake, talking to a gentleman, he said it's called Lake Placid. So we're coming down to that. It's where this water's flowing into. According to all trails, it tells me I have just got about a mile left for 28 minutes, but I think that's at the beginning of the trailhead. I don't think that's to where my car is. Yeah, coming down more rocks here made in the steps. So going back downhill again. It's not as rough as it was earlier. This is a really rugged trail. So a lot of mud. Little path coming down here, this tree crossing. I want to see what's down here. Sunlight's to my back now here again. So let's get down here without getting too wet. See what we can find. Just some water running off. Coming down the trail and saw this, figured I'd stop and get some video. He's flowing that way. A lot of trees are down, so it's blocking the view of the creek, but Definitely a nice place right here. Coming down here, getting ready to cross. Going up that way. Pretty wet right here. Thanks to the tree being down, it's a little bit easier to get across. The trail goes up that way. Going up these, looks like more man-made steps here. Pretty rough. There's the steps. I'm gonna walk around them. Looks like a little bit easier to go around those steps and keep on going up. Definitely not a beginner's trail, even though I, two ladies that are behind me and I walked with them for a little while. She's gotta be late 70s, early 80s. She's doing really good though. Some good exercise. Walking 4 miles here, better exercise than walking 4 miles on the sidewalk through your neighborhood. Get out on the trails and go hiking. You know, a lot of you have your New Year's resolutions of losing weight. Yeah, video stopped back there. I don't know why. Maybe the little clicker in my pocket shut it off. But what I was saying is most of you have your New Year's resolutions to lose weight. Get out and hike. 80% of losing weight's in the kitchen anyway. It's what you eat. But exercising does help a lot. Helps strengthen your bones, strengthen those muscles, strengthen that heart. So find a nice trail. You don't have to find one that's rough or even moderate. They've got a lot of easy trails out there, but you need to find one that goes up and down hills. Looks like it might be coming down to Lake Placid. I think that's what the guy told me. Coming down to the trail with the where the dam is at. There's a sign right there saying keep off the dam, no swimming. Trail goes a little bit further down. Let me see if I can get down there. I'll get back with you. Okay, there's a... Come down to the dam. This is probably some kind of gear mechanism. Maybe for power. Water running off the dam. Let's see, there's a sign right here. Oh, it's for pumping water from here. Let me get a little bit closer to the dam itself. So I'm at the bottom of the dam. I guess that was a pumping station. Let's get water to the town. I'm going back up on the trail now. I got a quite a bit of distance to go to get back to the parking lot where I park. There's the piping system coming out of the, I don't know what you call that. Looks like a bunch of gate valves. Probably out of the pump house. Well, I'm gonna go back this way. I gotta get moving because like I said, I gotta make up some distance. I did take a small break, but trail looks like this all the way back. I should be able to make some pretty good time. It's actually called Mountain Lake, not Lake Placid. I didn't get some video of it because the sun's going to be going down. Let me do a time check here. It's already 2:40. So I got to get out of here by 6 o'clock for the park closes. So I'm going to make up some ground. And if I find anything interesting, I definitely will get back with you. I should be coming up to 2 parking lots before I get to the 3rd one that I need to be at. I should make it. It's not going to take me 3 hours to walk the rest of this trail. I say that, but hopefully it's not going uphill. I'm still following the creek. There's a sign right there. White paint on the tree. I actually made the wrong turn. I took a screenshot of it. I had to backtrack. I ended up on the wrong trail, going to the wrong parking lot. But coming across the bridge, let me zoom out a little bit. Looks like they just made this bridge. Probably was knocked down during the storm. Marker on the tree, so going the right direction. Yeah, I ended up at the one parking lot because it's like a little picnic table pavilion looking thing. And I ended up going to the left instead of going to the right. So when I checked the map to see where I was at, I ended up turning and getting back on the trail. As long as the trail stays like this, I'll make some pretty good time. This is not too bad. The other parts of those trails are pretty rough. This trail's still following the creek. Instead of it being on my right side, now the creek's on the left side. I don't know the name of that dam, but I'm gonna see if I can find some information about it. Yeah, I had to stop for some people on the trail. This trail is pretty nice in this area. A lot of water on the trail. Like I said, I need to find out some information about the dam and that little pumping station that was there when it was built. I was told earlier today when I was talking to some people that this was actually used as a military training place, so I'm not sure that had anything to do with the military camp that was out here, or they just did that because they needed the water for the town. Hear cars up on the road. I know I'll be following the road. I'm coming up to another little bridge right here. It's not crossing anything. I guess they just put it up because there's a lot of water right there. Trying to get you off the wet trail. A lot of tree roots in the area. I know you can see them on the video. Trying to avoid them. An old pipe right there. A little bit of a runoff going down to that creek. Looks like there's another bridge up here. Actually, it's a little walkway. Gets you up out of the water. Trail does get pretty wet out here. This time I'm actually crossing a bridge. Looks like they just put this one back together. Did some repairs on the bridge. Still following the creek, so now instead of the creek being on my left side, the creek's back on my right side. So yeah, my next landmark is another parking area, and then I'm gonna circle around to the parking area where the car's at, where I started my trail. Park bench, there's a parking lot behind me, but coming down here there's a sign talking about original water filters. Watershed is the land that drains into a body of water. In front of you is a forested watershed. That's important because rain falling on dirt slope will end up as a mud puddle, but rain falling on a forested slope will end up as clear streams. I was just reading the top paragraph. I did take a picture. I'll put the picture up. I don't know if you'll be able to see it very clearly. Just talking about natural water filters. Water flowing off the side of mountains, flowing down. Natural water filters. I'm coming up to this parking lot here. I'm gonna take some pictures and then I'm gonna continue on. Had to cross the road. I'm coming up to the sign, Mountain Creek Trail. That's an orange sign on the tree. I need to go this way because I know my parking lot where I parked is up this road right here. So I'm gonna go that way. Coming down to another bridge, but I want to show you something that's on the other side. It's pretty cool. Some pieces of it down there. Looks like they just made the bridge. It's pretty cool how they put this in here to you can walk uphill with it from the little creek down there. Still a lot of people on the trail. Almost back to the car. It's just after 3 o'clock. I have plenty of time and not in a hurry. Almost back to the parking lot. So that's the end of the hike today. Walked over 5 miles. So let me check and see how many steps that is. It's got the sunlight behind me. It's 13,000 steps. So like I said, today was a pretty nice trail. Found the waterfalls, found the lake. Got some really good video of some waterfalls. I should say I found the dam and got some really good videos, some waterfalls. So I'll put my last video up here on the end screen. So thank you for coming along today and exploring the Sulphur Springs Trail with me. So leave a comment like, subscribe, and share this on all your other social media platforms and help me grow this channel. I like hiking and I like making these videos. So come along with me next time on my next adventure. I'm not sure where I'm going, but until next time, lace up those boots. You know you're only one step away from your next adventure, so get out there, start hiking. God bless, be safe.